through a number of studies for a long time. First, we identified the presence of the nuclear calcium ATPase on the outer nuclear membrane, and this nuclear calcium ATPase has been shown to be regulated by cyclic AMP-dependent protein kinase by phosphorylation, which enhances the capacity of this ATPase pump to pump the calcium in the nuclear envelope. And this work was done by Patrick Roque, and this was in vivo confirmed by Claire and Solange that nuclear calcium ATPase in a cell culture, it is phosphorylated when the cells are treated either by forskolin or with dibutyl cyclic AMP. So the regulation of nuclear calcium ATPase by cyclic AMP is also well demonstrated. Now this leads to us to propose first that PLC gamma 1 undergoes proteolysis in the nucleus, which is key for its activation and its phosphorylation and leading to the IP3 generation. Now, the question of the proteolysis in the nucleus or proteases in the nucleus is a virgin field and it is open for research for the future. This gives us a holistic concept of the nuclear calcium signaling, where tyrosine phosphorylation, serine phosphorylation, tyrosine phosphorylation catalyzed by the EGF receptor phosphorylation, and serine phosphorylation, which is responsible both for the IP3 receptor phosphorylation and nuclear calcium ATPase phosphorylation. They work in conjunction, in cooperation, and a holistic concept has emerged explaining the nuclear calcium signaling. I have talked all about which is going in the nucleus. Now the question which is raised here, you will ask me how the calcium goes out of the nucleus. And here, this is a picture which I have borrowed from Professor Yule Ebbe of Basel, and this is a nuclear atomic force microscopy of the nuclear pores. Nuclear pore is a molecular architecture, and here is, you can see that the nucleoplasmic site of the nuclear pore is a dome-like structure, and the cytoplasmic site of the nuclear pore is a donut-like structure. The molecular architecture from the nucleus, side of the nucleus and side of the cytoplasm are totally different. And what Professor Ebbe has shown, that it is the calcium which opens the pore from inside, not from the outside. So when the nucleosome calcium rises, the pore opens and the calcium goes out and dissipated out of the nucleus. So it is by simple diffusion dissipation of the calcium from inside to outside, and this has been shown, the opening and closing of the nucleoplasmic phase of the micropore reversibly. Another laboratory from the Johns Hopkins University, they have shown that in the Xenopus egg nuclei, they can see the reversible opening of the nuclear pore from interior towards the nucleoplasm by calcium chelator BAPTA. So the calcium enters the nucleus through a very organized signaling mechanism, but it goes out of the nucleus by simple dissipation. Thank you. How does it go?